What are you doing here in Bessa?
I take care of the mechs and drones here in the city, which means I coordinate and plan their maintenance and upgrades. When I'm lucky, I get to roll up my sleeves and do some of the actual maintenance, which I'm having to do quite a lot with all the technicians we're missing. Say, are you good with technology?
No.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I guess I'll have to keep asking round. On the other hand, if you're looking for some part-time work, I could still use your help. I have 4 people I've been told I should look at for taking the technician's job, but I don't have time to gauge their abilities. Would that be something you could do for me? I'd pay you.
Yeah, I'll talk to your candidates.
Great. The 4 names I have are Daryl, Naira, Rorik, and Riley. Though I'm really not sure about Riley. There's something about him I don't trust. But speak to each of them, and let me know whether you think they might have the right skills and abilities for the job. Oh, and I'll need you to let me know about their loyalties. You know, can they work with Clerics? Do they hate us? We'd be trusting them with the mechs and AI that defend the Dome City. So I don't want to employ anyone who might still be thinking about their faction, not our security.
About the candidates for technician.
Yes?
Is it what you...
Don't take it personally.
Opens her mouth.
They say the raptors are pretty fierce.
I could help you get your weapons.
Good. Right. So, this is what you need to do. Leave the city and find a separatist called Radek. I think he's a separatist. But whatever he is, he's a mad fucker. I can't make sense of most of what he says. But he has the weapons, and he likes trade. I think he likes trade. It's hard to tell. He wants to sell the weapons, but you'll have to work on him, okay? He won't just hand them over.
Where can I find Radek?
Up in the Highlands. When we last spoke, he told me he was going to head over to the northeast. He mentioned an abandoned wind turbine. With luck, he'll still be out there.
I have to go.
I'm watching you.
Now you're behaving more logically.
You once possessed great ELEX abilities, didn't you? You're probably a soldier from Secor, possibly even a commander, but you are now free from ELEX, and from the orders that come from the heart of Secor. Have you come here to die like the clerics that I just killed? Or are you here to trade?
What can you offer me?
The weapons of my enemies. Never used. Dropped once. Well cleaned. You won't find a drop of their blood on them. I have traveled alone since I left Secor, and I wish to remain so. Still, if you have information to give me, that would be useful. Information and shards are what an alb needs to survive in the lands of the free people. Not that either of those things help these clerics keep their lives.
Paige sent me.
Paige? Do I know Paige? Faces and names of the free people? They merge into one. But you must mean the woman from the domed city. But I have business to conclude before we speak. It seems there are 2 followers of Kalan nearby who are anxious to see their god in person. And I must send them on their way. Quickly, decide. Will you stand with me in battle?
This is none of my business.
You disappoint me. For if you don't stand with me, that must mean you are my enemy.
Not bad.
Now the Alb is dead. Kalan's will has been carried out. Here, a symbol of his mercy. Now, it is time to take the fight to Secor. May Kalan guide your path in safety until the Albs are defeated.
He ran. That dog really believed he could get away from us. Separatist or Alb, they're all impure. And he paid the price with blood. We're leaving this position as soon as the troop commander gives the signal. If you need something from him, you should speak to him now.
Cooper, outlaw. You fled here from Tavar, is that you?
Yeah? What do you want?
You know what this is.
Fuck.
You're lucky you're getting a chance. You will leave the city. Be grateful you're being allowed to live. You will go to your camp and be happy to stay there.
I must leave. I will be grateful. I will be happy to stay in my camp. I'm happy. I like living here. The Cleric's law will be obeyed. Something bad happened in the city. I don't want to live there anymore. But it's all right. I'm just grateful I got out of there.
What happened to you?
Nothing happened. Nothing. Everything is okay. I'm grateful to be here. I'm perfectly happy here. I never want to return to the city.
Alois knows about your weapons delivery. He wants it stopped.
Are you saying he knows I found a way to get some weapons? Where does he keep getting his intelligence from? Still, cat and mouse is what we play, isn't it? So I suppose there's no real change. I need the weapons. He wants to stop me, and so we dance our dance.
You're back in business.
Good. I was hoping for some higher caliber stuff, but this will do. If you'd brought spitballs and blowpipes, I'd find someone to buy them. People just aren't feeling safe right now. Here, this is for getting your feet sore and arranging the deal. I'll want to speak to you to arrange another delivery.
There won't be any more. Your contact, Radek, is dead.
That is a setback. Still, one less mad fucker to deal with. I suppose I'll have to try and find an alternative contact. But I'll have to sell this stock first, eh? Better armed is better prepared. You mark my words.
About the Outlaw's weapons delivery. Someone else took delivery of the weapon shipment.
What? Who? I needed to stop those weapons getting out into the city. Didn't you promise to help me? I gave you the shards you needed to do the job. And this is how you repay my trust? Newcomers, why do you cause so much trouble? Show me your ID.
Here it is.
Well, it looks all right. Seeing as that's valid, I will have to let you go. But if you aren't willing or able to help me, then you should go and leave me to get on with my work. Just one more term.
You can forget it, Radek. I serve everyone here.
Save yourself some work and some pain by doing what I say. Let those assholes drink piss from the gutters, and you keep your supplies for the real people.
What do you care who I serve? I still serve you, even though the other people complain about it.
So you are taking their side, are you?
I'm on nobody's side. I'm just getting on with my job.
You had better reconsider this.
Reconsider what? One wrong word and the Clerics will throw you out of the city. Do us both a favor and calm the hell down.
This isn't over. I will... Don't steal anything you have.
Hey, traveler. Is your throat dry? Are your feet aching? Whatever your problem, I have what you need. One good swig will cure all worries, and that's guaranteed.
Do you have any news to go with that drink?
News? I presume you're talking about news from in here. I don't hear anything much from the outside now the city gates are sealed. Now, the future of the domed city is the only topic people are concerned about right now. That's pretty much all of the conversation. There's been peace in here for years, but right now, well, we're all set for things to boil over. And I don't want to say it's the Cleric's fault. It's always easy to blame the people in charge, isn't it? But who else do we blame? The Berserkers, the Outlaws, the Separatists? Me? I find it best not to blame anyone.
How's business?
Now that everyone is paying credit? Roaring. Not many people aren't happy to pay on credit. It's me that's holding the bill and hoping to get paid before I run out of supplies. Speaking of which, do you know where I can get any food supplies? I'll pay real shards to get more food supplies in.
Most people try to earn a profit in your situation, huh?
Try, yeah. Achieving is something different. I'd rather you get the supplies honestly, but if you take them from people who have too much, who am I to question it? But if you steal from those with nothing, then I don't want anything from you. I like to keep things honest. When you do, make sure you bring some shards. I'm sick of giving credit and I need the change, all right?
Hey, come over here. Let's get a drink together.
What are we celebrating?
Victory over the Alps! Or do you have another reason to celebrate? Because any reason works for me.
I believe.
Drink up. Drink up to the end of our days. Here, my friend, to what's coming. And now, tell me about your glorious deeds. Or have you just been sitting on your ass, letting others fight the beasts of Zekor for you?
I've done more fighting than a barfly like you.
Ha! You have to have balls to challenge me like that. Here, you've earned something to drink.
Why aren't you in a den with the other berserkers?
Fuck the berserkers. I don't have anything more in common with them. They would have exiled me to the valley sooner or later, so I beat them to the punch and left. Fuck them and their laws. You can have it much easier here. And if you want to earn something for nothing, try fighting one of the outlaws here in the domed city. Those assholes always come off worse. Just ask Riley. He knows it's time for him to take another beating.
Why do you want me to fight Riley?
It's about time someone pays him a visit. Now, you're the one to do it. That lying shit is telling people I killed a family out in the Badlands. Total fucking bullshit. I killed 5 families out in the Badlands. Parading around out there. Hardly a weapon between them. Like they wanted to die. Those dipshits got themselves killed. And now Riley spread it all around the dome. He's even got some of the guards believing his yammer. But if someone else were to shut him up, I'd be in the clear, and those guards would be off my back. Take care of him, and I'll make it worth your while.
So, I have to go.
I heard about your fight with Radek.
Ah, forget that guy. Every city has someone like him. You just have to ignore them. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Get out!
Yeah, whatever you want.
Fuck off!
Yeah, just piss off.
Keep your hands off my machines. Any accidents are gonna be dangerous for me, you, and the whole city. The energy regulators are screwed. The surge gauge is failing and I can't see why. And now the shield profiler is returning a really strange set of values. Altogether, that makes for one dangerous set of problems that could fry both of us if the wrong bit of kit gets jolted. And I'm the one who has to fix all this. Ah, shit, I can't even sort out the replacement parts until I have this stabilized.
I heard you are having trouble establishing communications with the Hort in Ignadon.
That is just... Wait. How do you know that? That's confidential.
One of the outlaws told me.
The outlaws? The last thing we need is for them to know about our problems. Do you think it's just one outlaw that knows, or do they all know?
I have no idea.
That is a worry, a real worry. Well, we can't waste any more time. We need to fix that comms relay station before anyone tries to take advantage of our problems. Since you're in the know, can you help me?
We might be able to come to an agreement.
An agreement? Okay, sure, an agreement. As long as you help. If you don't help us, we could lose everything we have here. And if things fall apart out there, you can be certain that it will get bloody for everyone.
What's so important about fixing your communications right now?
We're awaiting the delivery of some combat mechs. But they haven't arrived, and we've no way to check why without communications being re-established. That's why we've got to get the link back up now, so we can find out what's going on.
I could go to the Hort and find out what's going on.
Sure, that would help for this. But you can't keep going back and forth for us. No, we have to re-establish ongoing contact. And that means fixing the comm link. We need to get this fixed as soon as possible. And please, please, keep this problem confidential. Otherwise, we are very likely to face even greater challenges. Here are the coordinates of the relay station that's gone down. It's over to the northeast of the city. Head that way and keep looking out for an antenna on the horizon. But I have no idea what the issue is there. You might be able to fix it at the bottom, but there's a chance you might have to climb the antenna mast. There will be a device somewhere on site that you can use to recalibrate the antenna. I hope that'll be enough to fix the problem.
I can get the replacement parts for you.
You would? Well, okay, yeah. That would give me time to stop this from going... You'll need to go to Eric to fetch them for me. But do me a favor and don't take forever in getting them here, alright?
Do you know what you're doing here? Do you understand the paths you have taken? Or can I guide you to enlightenment?
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm nobody. Just a humble servant of Kalan, our creator. You shouldn't worry about who or what I am. It is your path that matters.
What are you doing out here?
Kalan sent me to find lost souls, like you, to help them find the true path.
Tell me about Kalan, your god.
Kalan is our god, the god of all those on Magalan. He offers wisdom, salvation, and clarity amongst all the madness of the world. Kalan is our protector. Kalan is our salvation. And Kalan will be the one who allows us to win this war. I know not all people find belief easy. Belief amongst all this horror of war seems alien. But our way of life can offer you a lot. Tell me about yourself, and tell me the truth. I can only offer you true guidance if you give me the truth. Where have you spent your life?
In Adan.
Interesting, if you say so. Have you joined a faction?
No, I'm not a member of any faction.
Then you will face that decision one day. To know who we are, we must first find where we belong. And how have you survived out here? Have you given in to the bloodlust suffered by the Albs since you left Zakor? Have you taken the life of anyone amongst the free people?
No.
No? You have survived out here without killing anyone? That is hard to believe. I just have one last question. And please, don't lie to me. Honesty redeems. So tell me, did you lie to me when you answered any of the previous questions?
Yes, I did lie.
I expected you would. Everyone does out here. But we have suggesters in the Hort who can help to re-educate you, to guide you to the true path. You will like it there. Trust me. Close your eyes. Listen to my voice. Your search is at an end.
You're awake. Good. Welcome to the holy ground of Kalan. You may be somewhat confused, but that will go away as the effects of suggestion fade.
What happened?
What are we doing at the Hort?
Raynor has selected you as an initiate. A candidate suitable to be recruited into the Clerics. That is a great honor. Are you ready to undertake it?
You're holding me prisoner?
Not at all. You're here willingly. You have to understand you are being given a chance. Being selected as an initiate is a high honor. Your place is here now. The Hort is your home. Report to Reinhold to begin your initiation.
Where am I?
You are in Ignadon, at the Hort, the stronghold of the Clerics, the repository of Magellan's knowledge, and last bastion of the free people against the threat of the Owls.
Tell me about the Hort.
The Hort is a place of worship, as well as a stronghold. You won't find Kalan's commandments too strict. You should know that anyone bringing initiates into the Hort will be responsible for them. All initiates must be clear of mind. Chems are forbidden. Anyone found taking them will need to report to the Suggestors for re-education. All who are clear of mind must hear Kalan's words. All must adhere to his wisdom, and tell others of it. For we need to recruit. We've taken losses in our battle with the Owls, and now the Berserkers and the Outlaws are trying to take advantage of that. Which is crazy. If we fall, then who is going to stop the Owls sweeping all the free people from Magellan? Those who wish to join us must come to the Hort to train. The successful ones become acolytes.
Who's in charge here at the Hort?
Adjudicators Reinhold and Albrecht. You will find them at the rear of the stronghold in the cathedral. They are served by the paladins, legates, and acolytes here in the Hort. And all who are here follow Kalan. His wisdom guides us all.
You have a lot of machines here.
The Hort holds and protects old world knowledge. We, the Clerics, have kept it, developed it, and hold it in trust for all Magellan. Our mechs hold back the Owls. I hope we can find more people to stand and fight beside them.
Do you offer any sort of training here?
The man you're looking for is Hagen. Just go through the stairs by the lava pit. He's usually up there somewhere.
How are you?
I'm okay.
The Clerics think they were blessed by their god. What sort of a god would make you live here?
You don't like it?
This place seems to want to devour all natural light. And with light fades life.
What are you doing there? Where did they pick you up? You look like you've walked through the whole Alb War to get here. Here, take this. It looks like you could use it. Just don't tell anyone, all right?
Thank you. We must all work together.
Yeah, it's nice to know at least one other person gets that. Reaching out. It's the only way to prove we mean what we say.
Thanks. The food is appreciated.
Manners, too. I hope you stick around. From now on, though, you'll have to fit in with the daily rations. Once a day, in the refectory. It might not be tasty, but it'll keep you alive. The daily rations are free for our happy family of clerics. Everyone else has to pay.
How long have you been in charge of the refectory?
I was assigned here when the last food technician sent a dozen men to the infirmary. It wasn't my first choice, but the job came with a promotion, a safe posting, and a complete absence of rippers.
Do you feed everyone here in the Hort?
Yes, with help from others and our technology.
It was join a faction and stay alive. So, glory to Kalan. Yes, there are some issues. Some of our order are a bit strict to the point of being an asshole, and the food sucks, but at least we're not murderous outlaws.
Ugh. Why is the food so bad?
Ignadon's rocky soil isn't the best for growing things. So, we have to supplement with manufactured substitutes. Nutritionally balanced, designed for body, and a balanced metabolism. They sort of forgot the flavor.
Why don't you trade with the other factions to get food?
That question's way above my rank. But I suppose we just can't afford to be dependent on them. But you're right. Maybe supplementing our supplies is a good idea. I know some people on the outside who haven't joined the faction. They could trade with us. Yeah, that would help them and us.
Why haven't you started trading already?
Because I want this done diplomatically. To organize something we can keep going in the future. That means finding someone who understands the people out there as well as those in here. Do you think that's you?
I can negotiate the food supplies for you.
This will take tact. I don't want guns waved around. There's to be no bloodshed. But if you really want to make a difference and help us start working together, then I'm prepared to trust you. They put together survival packs with fresh meat in them. They're hunters, you see. If you could get me 20 of those packs, anything we can get to supplement what the foraging units bring in has to be a help. So talk to them and see if you can make it an ongoing arrangement.
Not now.
Not now. Are you looking for something specific?
Carry on.
whoa, watch yourself there. It's not safe around here. Trust me, you gotta watch your step. Otherwise you'll end up squashed flatter than an alb's conscience. Just be careful, alright?
You think I should be afraid of a few rocks?
Yes. Those rocks weigh a hell of a lot, meaning if they fall, there won't be a hell of a lot left of you. But don't let me keep you with all my chatter. I've got to get back at it. I'm reckoning you're not that into ore extraction techniques anyway.
You bang rocks together, right?
Yeah, right.
What are you doing out here?
Here, we are the farmers of industry. While there are those who tend the land to grow food, we feed industry. There's not a drone, fighting machine, or regulation hair clip that's not made of the metal we mine here.
You farm the rock?
And feed the production lines. They tried to fully automate the process, but it failed. They claim it's too tricky for robots. I think it's just too tricky for the programmers. They assumed mining was easy, and so... several flat robots proved them wrong. Well, producing enough for the front line is the Hort's first priority. Besides, there's more to mining than boring and smashing. Not that the people they send here are always better than machines. Cross a suggester and there's a good chance you'll get sent here to try and mine out rock after someone's rewired your brain. But maybe you're not a prisoner sent here by a suggester.
Do you need something doing here?
Maybe, but outsiders don't usually work out well here. Listen, don't get me wrong. You came from outside and I'm still talking to you. That should be enough to make it clear I don't have anything against you, but, you know, this work is tricky. That said, maybe I can think of a way for you to earn some shards, if you're willing.
Listen to me, disciple of Kalan. All who have faith will be saved. Carry Kalan in your heart. Let yourselves be his... And so, another stray comes to seek safety in the arms of Kalan. Welcome to the Hort, the stronghold of the Clerics. Your presence here can only mean that Kalan's light shines upon you. Open yourself to this opportunity. Give yourself over to the teachings of Kalan.
I will.
Your dedication will be rewarded. Kalan sees all. Act in his name, and he will strike down your enemies.
Who are you?
I am Oswald. When Brother Rayner found me, I was just a wretched pile of misery. I was blind to who I could be. Rayner built me up, gave purpose to my life. Now, I'm spreading the teachings that saved me from destroying myself, in hope that those words can be the salvation of others, that they can save all of Magaland. So I invite you to stay here and contemplate with us, brother.
Tell me more about Kalan.
Before the comet burned the face of Magaland, the prophet Arvid foresaw the danger. He received the teachings of Kalan in whispers, and tried to warn the people of Magaland of the horror that was to come. They must reject the distractions of the world and give themselves over to the pursuit of knowledge. Each must seek the purity of knowledge. Each must seek out the strongest, the fittest, the brightest. And so, Kalan came to the people and promised, if they did this, if they worked together to follow the path to the infinite skies, then he would save them from the horror that was to come. But they would not listen. And so, The comet destroyed the civilization that was here on Magaland. Now, if we are to survive the dangers that are yet to come, we must listen to the words of Kalan and hear his wisdom. Only the pure will be taken up into the infinite skies. Only under the infinite skies will we truly see all. We must trust in Kalan.
Where is Kalan supposed to take you?
Up to the infinite skies. To where knowledge counts above all. There, we will truly see the universe as it is. The path to enlightenment is difficult, and only those who are worthy will receive Kalan's blessing. Look inside yourself, and take my words to heart. May they be a guide in the times to come. Kalan's strength lies in purity.
Any asshole caught stealing will be sent to the Suggesters.
Why do you assume everyone wants to steal from you?
I have my reasons. And I have to look after my stocks. We're low on resources here. I can't go wasting them on thieves. And sure, it would be great if every acolyte could get the armor we make for paladins, but my supplies are limited. Only those who have acquired that rank can get that reward.
Stone and metal. If only they spent such effort healing the planet instead of ripping her flesh from her bones.
So, here is Raynor's new initiate.
You've heard of me.
I know everything that happens here. So much so that some have taken to calling me the Eye of Kalan. I am Reinhold, Adjudicator. I stand watch for all those in the Hort, and the Hort stands as the guardian for all of Magalan. Such a duty requires vigilance. It means I must ask of everyone who comes here, are you friend or foe? Do you come here to gain the blessings of the Clerics, or to oppose us?
Yes, I want to become a cleric.
Then Kalan will welcome you. Then it seems Raynor was right when he saw potential in you. I hope that you can realize that potential. May your time in the Hort be peaceful and productive.
Tell me about the other Adjudicators.
Adjudicator Johann fell on the battlefield. His is the highest honor. May Kalan have mercy on his soul. Adjudicator Ulbricht is responsible for the defense of Idan and all operations outside its borders. His is the grave duty of overseeing the war against the Owls. If you have any intelligence that might help him in his duties, you will find him in the upper halls of the cathedral.
Tell me more about the Clerics.
What would you like to know?
What's happening in the city?
Kalan is wise, but mysterious. Through the prophet Arvid, he warned us of the comet and the downfall of our world. He laid down the foundations for the Clerics out of the ashes of the old civilization. To Kalan, knowledge and wisdom are sacred. It is through knowledge and understanding that we can find our way to the infinite skies and a true understanding of ourselves.
Infinite skies?
A place of true enlightenment and salvation. Kalan teaches us that the comet's fires will not be the only challenge we face in our quest for survival. If we are to save the people of this world, we must teach them Kalan's ways, that we must work together and gather all the knowledge we can. Because when the next catastrophe strikes our world, only those who have been prepared will survive.
Where did you get your technological knowledge?
Arvid himself left behind this knowledge. The gathering of old world knowledge, and the order to further it, was his greatest gift to all who have followed him. It has given us the machines that allow our way of life to continue. It has given us the technology we need to be ready for the next challenge we face. So, as you see, science and religion do not have to be mutually exclusive.
Tell me how promotion works within the Hort.
People who are new to our ranks are welcomed as an acolyte. Acolytes can learn the art of suggestion, train and learn the fundamentals of our way of life. The same applies for our legates and paladins. Each new rank brings new advantages, obligations, and privileges such as equipment.
Why would I want to become a cleric?
Because we're the last bastion against the owls. Our strength, our faith, and our technology are the only things that can stop them. Where the outlaws profit and the berserkers roll in the dirt, we have knowledge. The knowledge to make the world into what it once was, and much more. Join us, and you can participate in our knowledge, faith, and our technology.
So, who are you? The welcoming committee?
I am Adjudicator. I oversee everything in the Hort, from punishment to initiation.
Explain the rules of the Hort to me.
Well, Kalan's commandments are simple and fair. They are rules to be found in many places, but to us, they are sacred. Theft, physical assault, murder, the dealing of chems are all punishable offenses. You may face a fine, re-education, or for the worst offenders, execution. And of course, your soul will pay the price. Stay with us, and you will learn of Kalan and his ways. Abide by the words of the great prophet Arvid, and you will open your way to eternity.
Eternity. Check. So, you decide who becomes a cleric and who doesn't?
Correct. Initiates are only allowed to join us when I decide they are worthy. And should they complete the tasks that are given to them, then I would welcome them into our community. And every acolyte that joins us can then begin on the path of enlightenment to gain promotion here.
I'm ready. Give me a task.
As you wish. I could use the help of someone who hasn't had time to establish themselves here. Someone with a more objective viewpoint. We've recently had to deal with the sad deaths of some of the faithful who wandered right into the arms of a chem dealer. Every one of us suffers temptation, and all must hope they can prevail against it. But those who deal in misery, who exploit the weakness of others, they are a problem that must be eliminated. Complete this task, and you will open the door to becoming a cleric, a true warrior for Kalan.
About the chem dealers here in the Hort.
Yes?
Do you have any leads on where they may be operating?
Well, I had given Dietrich the task of investigating them, but he doesn't seem to have had much luck so far. You should check what leads he has. To my knowledge, he had slimmed the investigation down to 3 suspects. You should start with them.
Did Dietrich say why he suspected these 3?
Dietrich said his investigation had eliminated everyone apart from Oswald, Hagen, and Siegfried. He can explain his methodology to you. But as I recall, it was a simple process of rejecting anyone who lacked the requisite access and opportunity. You should speak with the guards who were on duty at the time. Try and get that information as a written report. Anecdote and memory are best not relied on in these cases.
Stop! Where do you think you're going?
What is this area?
You are here at the Chamber, the Palace of Sinners. Break the commandments of Kalan and Ignidon, and the Chamber will welcome you. Can you walk in and look around? Well, as it happens, you can. Reinhold recently ordered that everyone can enter to see with their own eyes what we do with heretics. So, go in and look around. If anything will push back the power of temptation, it's what you'll see in there. What is it you want?
I need to ask you some questions about the chem dealing.
So, Reinhold's brought in some more help. I've already written the report as ordered, but remind me, who are the chief suspects?
Siegfried, Hagen, and Oswald.
That's exactly who I wrote up in my report. All that I know is there. Maybe it will help.
Thanks. What do you know about the chem dealing here in the Hort?
Well, take a look at this. Reinhold has sent you to investigate, has he? Before I give you my report about the suspects, I'd like to make you an offer. There's a trader here who is being troublesome. He's a cagey guy, doesn't share his business. He needs re-education. Trust me, the Hort doesn't need traders selling unregulated goods. So I want you to report back that this trader, Siegfried, is the dealer. Say he's guilty. Job done. And I'll know you've done the Hort a favor. It goes without saying I will pay you for helping out.
No, I'm not accusing Siegfried without proof.
Proof? Well, I'm sure you'll find it. But you can save yourself a job and have Siegfried sent for re-education. I hope to hear you've done the right thing and accused him. And I'll make sure you're thanked for that noble choice. Here's the report I've compiled. This is as far as I got with my personal investigation. I think reading that will show you the wisdom of simply reporting Siegfried now. Good luck.
A visitor? Whatever brings you to the Hort? Welcome, I guess. Say, how well do you know the area outside the Hort? I guess you can take care of yourself if you've managed to make it here.
What's that to you?
Well, you see, if you can handle yourself, I could use your help.
What do you need help with?
A squad of combat mechs has gone haywire. They're refusing remote shutdown and are attacking anything that moves. I sent a recovery party to attempt a reset, but they're late making their report. I've got to find out what happened to the recovery party and what's gone wrong with those mechs. There's another squad of mechs due off the assembly line, and I need to know what's gone wrong before they go haywire too. It's probably a faulty batch of AI chips. That's my guess. But I need someone to go out there and check the chipsets so I can check them.
Okay, I'll bring you the AI chips.
Good. I hope I'm right about this. And I hope it's just one batch that's affected. If this is a problem with the AI chip design, We'll have to track down all the AI chips of that design before more mechs go homicidal. Get me those AI chips and make it fast, will you? Fast like, I need those chips now.
Where can I find these mechs?
Well, they were supposed to be on a trial run out to the border with Tavar, but as far as I know, they only got a short distance from the Hort. Let me upload their location beacons to your Adjudicator. Now, I'm not promising their trackers are working, not if everything else is malfunctioning.
And if these coordinates are wrong?
Well, the recovery team said they'd found the mechs out by the old world runway, so there's a good chance they're still there.
Runway?
An old airstrip where planes used to... That doesn't matter. It's a big concrete road. Head out of the Hort and go west. You'll find it.
Concrete runway to the west. Got it. So, you're some sort of mechanic?
Mechanic? I'm a legate, responsible for procuring materials, producing new mechs, and repairing our mech squadrons, among other duties. Sure, the other legates are out there using their skills and suggestions to take the fight forward, but we're here giving the Hort the mechs that keep us safe.
How can I be promoted to legate?
You'll have to prove yourself to the Adjudicators. You should start by talking to Adjudicator Reinhold up in the Citadel. You'll find him more approachable than Ulbricht. We're short of personnel, so he would welcome a new acolyte.
What can I help you with?
I want to ask you some questions about the chem trade here.
How do you know about that?
Adjudicator Reinhold sent me. I'm supposed to have a look at your reports from the time of the crime.
Adjudicator Reinhold sent you to look into this. Oh well, I suppose he knows what he's doing. Here is my report on the suspects. That's all I know.
So, you're here to report for initiation.
Initiation?
Instruction, education, a preparation for readiness. My name is Dietrich, and it is my job to ready all new initiates for the trials that will face them. But before you ask any more questions, let's get one thing clear. All the free people need to be properly trained if we want to survive what's coming. Those Alps want to destroy us all. I won't accept a lack of discipline. I expect loyalty, hard work, application, and results.
What do you think is coming?
The Alps. What? Do you think they will just disappear tomorrow? And while we are waiting for them, the outlaws are plotting something in Tavar. That Duke has plans. So, we must plan too. Plan and train. If you want to progress, then that's what I need to see. That's what Kalan expects. It is what you should demand of yourself.
What do you want me to do?
Someone has been undermining the training program we have here. Some of the initiates have been caught taking chems. I mean, it's a crazy thing to do, but some people do it to gain an edge, but end up becoming addicts. Look at the Alps. I need to find who is bringing this poison in and selling it to our initiates. You don't have something to do with it, do you?
You suspect me because I'm new here.
I wanted to test your reaction. You'd be tied up and neck-deep in jackal shit by now if I really thought you were behind it. Remember that, if you get tempted in the future. But whoever it is, I want these bastards dealt with. And if you found one set, can you find these assholes too? I want you to track them down wherever they are. In the Hort,
or beyond. Are you with me?
About the ELEX smuggling. Why do you trust me with this?
You weren't here when all this started, so you can't be part of it. But this isn't just blind trust and hope. I'll be watching you and making sure you stick to the task.
I will find the criminals behind this.
Good. My information says that the ELEX is coming from somewhere to the south. There's a recon post there in the ruins of an old fort. Start there, and turn everything upside down if you have to. If our people don't cooperate, show them this warrant. And tell them I want answers. That will be all. Dismissed.
If the training's so strict, how come you're just sitting around?
I do so every day, and my tasks aren't easy. I take care of internal matters and coordinate training. And I get into the field when I can. You have to stay sharp to provide the best training, and to understand our enemy. If we are to work with the free people, if the clerics are to save the free people from the Alps, this is what we must do. That will be all. Dismissed.
If you're here to train with me, then forget it. If I see you running around with a holstered weapon, you're going to get a very painful weapons safety lesson. You have to earn the right to train here, Initiate.
I know how to defend myself.
So you say. But I'll bet as soon as you see an Alb Raider flying over your head, you'll crawl into a hole like everyone else.
Will that be the Mark 7 or the 8 with the reswept intakes? Because hiding won't work for those things. You're best dodging the attack runs, then aiming for the lateral vents.
Are you trying to tell me you could evade their target tracking systems?
Better by running than hiding in a hole.
No, no way. You'll shove your face in the dirt as soon as one turns up. But maybe someday I'll pick your brains about what you know. Until then, keep training.
How can I train here?
I only train acolytes and above. And even then, I choose who I train. You must want to commit. You must want to understand the art of combat, not just the